Thank you for listening to American Medicine Today. I'm Kimberly Brummel, joined by world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. Alfred Bonati of the Bonati Spine Institute, Jeff Wagstaff, and Ethan Euchre. So we have a TV program that we're doing now, and it's on WFTS ABC 28, and it is Saturday evening starting at 7, from 7 to 7:30. Now, we've seen guest appearances unbeknownst to Ethan.
Yeah.
But he's in it.
What's up with this?
If you blink, you'll miss him, but he's in it.
Kind of like in reality. If you blink, you miss me.
And on a couple of occasions, we've had Jeff Wagstaff. And in fact, he's going to make his guest appearance once again this evening at 7. So, Jeff, you have a funny story to tell.
That whole TV world.
Mike. Come on, rookie.
That whole TV world is it's a foreign world to me.
Oh, yeah.
And
well, you're used to being behind the mic, obviously, and in radio we can kind of, we know people aren't looking at it. Well, I guess with our stream, people are looking at us. But
yeah, now here we have cameras, which is
Yes.
a little unnerving, but I've always said, I love radio. I have a face for radio. But when Kimberly and Dr. Bonati asked me to be part of the TV show, I was a little nervous.
Sure.
Kimberly's a beautiful woman. She looks great on television. Dr. Bonati is a very distinguished gentleman. He does a great job. And I'm thinking, what? I just was so uncomfortable. But when we went to
Yeah, you look like a movie star.
He looked fantastic. He did.
And you
He
feel
looked
like a movie
fantastic. Fantastic.
It was incredible because the FTS studios and the people there are just very accommodating, very helpful, very professional.
They made you look like a movie star. Did they use CGI at all?
No, we went in and we actually had a young lady who properly did makeup.
Yes.
And makeup wasn't for the vain purpose, just so you look good on TV.
Well, what people that don't know anything about TV don't understand is that if you don't have any makeup on your face at all, you look pale and shiny and weird. Okay, what, Kimberly? What are you showing
If
me?
you guys can see this,
Oh,
if
she's
you're
showing the
streaming,
stream.
This is special for the people that stream with us. I'm holding up a picture from this episode that's going to be on tonight.
Yeah.
So you see Jeff Wagstaff there. He looks
He does look
incredible.
He
dapper.
looks marvelous.
So they have to use pancake makeup just to make you look normal and not like a corpse.
And the young lady that does the makeup for us did such an incredible
Yes.
job.
Did
Because
you tip her?
no, are
She's
you supposed
great.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Any service that's done, you're supposed to tip them.
Brittany, she's amazing.
I'm totally messing with you.
Brittany,
right now.
Brittany, I owe you 20. But after, and you're right, it's way more makeup than you'd ever imagine. The first day that we taped at Dr. A little bit of a crazy day because we had a taping in the morning. Then that afternoon, we okay, I missed something there, folks.
I missed it too. Kimberly was gesturing for something. But anyways,
That afternoon, there was a local event here in the Tampa market that I helped produce, the Monster Jam show, and our radio stations are very involved in it. Then later that afternoon, the Lightning were at the Forum.
so you had a long day.
I had a long day. So after we did the TV taping, and believe it or not, it really takes it out of you because you're all focused and you're
it's
thinking
fun.
about it. It was a lot of fun.
It's fun.
But I left there, and I had to go to a production meeting at Raymond James Stadium with
And
my
you look
counterpart.
like a clown.
But here's the thing I
That's
didn't know.
every day. Come on.
Baby
Mike.
wipes.
I go to the Monster Jam meeting, have a production meeting, and I saw Dennis Anderson and some of the guys who drive these big monster
Grave
trucks
digger.
and interacted with them for an hour or so, ran home, picked up my wife, and then met my clients at the Tampa Bay Times Forum. In between the first and the second period at the hockey game, we were standing out in the concourse having a Coke or whatever.
You have a big excuse, man. Your wife was asking you why you have nothing in your collar.
No. We're standing out having. My clients were having, and my wife were having a cocktail. I don't drink. I was having a Coke, and my client's wife, Nancy, looked over at me and she said, "Jeff, what's on your face?" And she kind of like your grandma took a little napkin and licked it and wiped it off.
Are you serious?
And when I saw the napkin, there was tons of paint on it.
Orange, right?
So what I
that'd be-
realized is I had left the TV shoot early in the day.
You're lying, man.
Went and hung out with the rednecks at the Monster
You
Truck.
did
He
that on
liked how
purpose.
refined
you
you
just
were.
Went to
like,
the
you just
game
like the way
wearing
that
this
you
makeup. I was so embarrassed.
look. No, embarrassed nothing.
Everybody, let me tell you, if
Yeah.
you do any sort of radio streaming, TV, you need makeup. People always say, oh, you don't have to wear makeup. Yes. I do.
You do.
And
Maybe you
everyone
do,
does.
but he doesn't.
You're supposed to.
Well, so are the men. Trust me. No one wants to open their eyes and take a look at any of us unkempt. Trust me.
I just think it's funny that you walked around all day looking like Snooki from the Jersey Shore, all glowing orange like you've been spray tanning.
I got a text later in the day, and it said it, and I went, oh, baby wipes, baby wipes.
I'm surprised you
They're
didn't.
very handy.
I'm surprised the rednecks at Monster Jam weren't like, look at the pretty boy with the makeup on. Let's kick his butt.
Yeah, I mean, I was as I've told the story. A buddy of mine, we're sitting around somebody's living room, and as I was telling the story, he picked up his guitar.
He started strumming.
He started playing the theme to Deliverance.
I thought he was going to play the Jeff Wagstaff blues or something.
So, needless to say, though, for those of you who have the opportunity, tune in tonight, WFTS, 7 o'clock, and it's a kind of a look behind the scenes, a television presentation of American Medicine Today.
And you're going to see Jeff Volcake up.
Yep.
No, and it's great because, again, we're talking about what matters most, and it's American medicine and the effect that Obamacare is having on everything. So stay tuned. There's more.
Now, didn't one of you guys had a question, speaking of Obamacare and something to get Dr. Bernardi riled up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, again?
We like getting you riled up, in case you haven't caught on to that, Dr. Bernardi.
Dr. Bernardi, as you know, everybody in town listens to News Radio 970 WFLA. And it's been an honor to do the show with you.
Oh, thank you.
In the evenings after dinner, my wife and I enjoy walking through the neighborhood and stop and talking to one of my neighbors who works out here at MacDill Air Force Base. He's a Navy SEAL. He's a patriot. And he said, I want you to ask Dr. Bernardi a question when you're in there. He said, what's Dr. Bernardi's opinion of the story the American people were fed prior to Obamacare, and now, looking back, knowing that the American public was lied to? How do you feel?
Well, one of the things you need to know is that they keep lying. They just came over on the news saying that Obamacare is now with 7.5 million people that they apply for, but they don't tell you what type of people is. Those are the losers. Those are the people that they are takers. We have 330 million people in this country, and you're making noise with 7.5 million, and that noise is so incredible untruth, because that type of people is people that they don't have the money, they don't pay the premium, they are being registered in the most horrendous lying type of a system. And the next thing that happened with this is they are going to cram this type of a medicine to the country. The problem is it's going to fail. If you look how horrible the results on the patients on Medicaid. If you look at the Medicaid population, one individual who has an incredible type of a difficult surgery, if it is treated by a physician who is on the normal routine insurance, on the routine insurance of the country, is going to pull through. But if you do the same surgery on an individual who is right now on Medicaid, the physicians on that group are so poorly trained that 93% of the population is going to die.
Now, wasn't this from a study from the University of Virginia?
Yeah. And they're talking about, for example, if you have an aneurysm in your abdomen, it's a tremendous amount of pain in your belly, you go run into emergency room, the people do a sonogram, they look at it and say, okay, surgery right now. If you are in Medicaid, you're going to die. If you're in Medicare, I don't know if you're going to pull it through or not, but if you are in a private insurance, you're going to pull through, because it depends on the quality of the physician who is trained. It's not the same to have an MD on your back of your name, after your name, and don't have the proper training. And what's happening today is we're getting less and less people properly trained. I remember when I was an intern and I was a resident, I have 72 hours straight without sleeping. And you know something? You better be ready for the next surgical case, because if you didn't, you can be fired. Today, the people are saying, oh, we're human too, so how about if we only have 12 hours and then we have another 12 hours of free time? So that type of a behavior in medicine cannot be applied.
Dr. Bonati, I just wanted to say something. You talked about how Obama boasts about reaching that benchmark of, 7 million people signing up for Obamacare. But I want to know the real numbers, because how many millions lost their insurance?
Oh,
they were forced to find insurance.
They're not going to tell you that.
How many, was it 5 million? How many people lost their insurance? I want to find the statistics on this, because if you add those back into the pool, now all you've done is take those same group of people, and then there's still a plethora of people out there that don't have insurance.
That was the initial plan. The initial plan was create the tremendous amount of disaster that these people will shift from one side to the other one. But the problem is they are 100 million people affected by this disaster, and is going to carry a lot of time. And you know what is really sad? What is sad is this behavior is going to go to the next elections, and the next president that is going to be a Republican is going to try to fix this trash that's going to take us years and years to correct.
Hold that thought, Dr. Bonati. I know we're going to get into what's new in medicine today, which is going to be probably a sequel to what you just heard, but we're up against a break. Kimberly, if people want to get in touch, how do they do so?
855-267-0482 or visit Bonati.com. After the break, more on what's new in American medicine today. You're listening to News Radio 970 WFLA. Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonati created, perfected, and patented the Bonati spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonati invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonati spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonati succeeds where others fail. The Bonati Spine Institute is proud to announce more than a 94% patient-reported success rate in over 45,000 patent-protected spine surgical procedures. Call us today at 855-267-0483 or visit us at Bonati.com.
All my pain is gone. Gone.
Today I am totally pain-free. Nothing. No after effect.
I'm pain-free, and I have had to take any pain medication.
Today I am pain-free for the first time in over a year, and it is so awesome.
I only wish I'd known about it earlier. Right now, I am completely without pain.
Sitting here in this office right now, pain-free, eager to enjoy the rest of my life.
I am feeling great.
I feel 100% better, like a new person.
Today I feel absolutely fantastic. It's just incredible, the relief I feel right now.
Today I'm completely pain-free.
During the procedure, I literally felt the pain melt away. It was fantastic.
I feel so good.
It took care of my headaches instantly.
It's incredible. It's really incredible.
It gave me my life back.
It's just wonderful.
I feel fantastic.
It is just absolutely amazing.
So I'm hoping to be climbing hills in a few weeks.